Okay, so I do this all the time. So there's a bunch of mail, right? So if you get something like that, are you going to look at it? So it's in the midst of all this other mail, but this one here, so this one's written to me and it's got a personal note right there. So I'm more likely to read this one faster than I'm going to read that one or that one. Does that make sense? So it's authentic and real. It doesn't look like it's spam, right? So what if I had that one in there? So it looks like, for whatever reason, right, someone had their own stationery letters or envelopes, and that's in the midst there. If that's in the middle of the pile, you're going to see it. You're going to read it. You're going to open it up. You know, it's a real stamp, handwritten. So, back to authentic mail. Here's another one, right? It puts, hey, Detweiler family, I wanted to reach out and say hi. That one's going to be read. If it's in the midst of the mail, that's the one you see. Does that make sense? So let's pull that one to the side. Let's throw all other mail there. So there's your mail. So then, that's in your mail. Maybe that's buried down. What? You know, so will you read it? Yeah, probably. Looks like it's just a note someone wrote, right? It's handwritten. So you'd read it. So that's important. What else would you read? You know, something like that? Maybe so. Urgent message, paying for something. So it's a little bit more scripted. That's not exactly the authentic handwritten one. So you'd know that this was probably sent to a lot of people. But then something like this, look at that. So it's a person's name, what they'll do for you, calls out your street address, puts their picture of your property here into Google Street View, and then her photo again. What a great idea. So I'm going to read that. That's going to stand out. Even with our other mail, it's going to stand out. See how it works, right? So that's just a random, I'm just grabbing these other ones. Here's another one. You know, if this is just sitting in there, and it's in there, you're like, oh, I buy houses, it stands out. And it's my rental right there. And then it tells me in detail what they're going to do for me. I love this cardstock. It's like a silky smooth. It's a heavy cardstock. The ink bleeds off the edge like that all the way down here. But anyway, you can see it stands out. So I've got some other ones, just throwing it out there. Here's another one. Yeah, maybe. Well, okay, it's telling the story. You know, it asks a question. You know, is your property or burden or weighing you down? Yeah, that stands out for sure. How about this white one? Maybe. It's a little bit more spammy. Problem property? Yeah. Here's another one someone wrote. Yeah, it looks like it's that would stand out. Another one of these. This one's a little more graphic. Cash, that's going to get their attention. So it's up to you, right? But realistically, what we're trying to do is make it stand out. And you can see clearly that in every one of these instances, it stands out. Of course, the neighbor blurred out their photo on Google. Anyway, that's it. That's what I look for in my mail every day.